Look to the stage and up above.
Could you tell me why you're here today?
To protest against the pipeline, the KXL.
And why is this an important issue?
It's an important issue because it affects our Earth and our future generations. Food, the environment, our animals, everything's connected.
We're here because this climate issue is the most important issue ever facing mankind and the most serious, and it's going to trump all other issues.
And because this pipeline will speed up the destruction of the boreal forest.
Here because I'm opposed to the Keystone pipeline, I'm opposed to big oil, I'm opposed to big money. And I'm here to be a part of the united front that needs to take place and needs to happen everywhere.
We just don't want to see our world destroyed just for the greed of people like Koch brothers. It disgusts me to think that somebody, just because they have wealth, can have power. They can't buy our hearts, they can't buy our minds, they can't buy our earth. We've got to say no to that.
Climate change is the biggest threat to wildlife that there is, hands down, period, the end.
We changed parties from Republican to Democrat because we met him in New Hampshire before he was president, and we said it's all about climate. He said, I get it. So we made phone calls, we did everything we could to get him elected, and now he's let us down. We want him to lead and get him out, come out and tell people in a national, televised, prime-time State of the Climate address that, folks, we have a problem, it's serious, it's real, and we need to work together to solve it.
Our most impressive, most qualified climate scientists from NASA have told us, and climatologists have told us that if we approve this pipeline, it's game over for the climate, that it's a huge carbon bomb in terms of continuing to invest in the infrastructure that supports the fossil fuel industry and the green energy industry. And it's the wrong direction for our country, and it's really become a symbol of all the wrong choices that we're making on the environment.
We need to unite everybody, get together, don't let us keep us divided. And you see, we're weak, divided, united, we're strong. And we say this, it sounds backwards, but it's not. United, we fall if we stand divided.
We could be doing anything, but instead, we're together as one to save our Mother Earth and our future generations. As we bless the sacred earth that has been brought from along the pipeline, and the proposed pipeline from the ancestral home of the Ponca people in Nebraska, as well as South Dakota, up into the Canadians and down into the Gulf of Mexico. And remember to pray hard for those elected leaders as we go through this ceremony. Think of them in your minds and in your hearts because they're beautiful. Somehow, some way, they have forgotten who they are, where they're from, what gives them life. And I think of Malia and Sasha. And I wonder, Michelle and President Obama, do you care about the legacy you leave for your 7 generations to come? Do you honestly believe that you can go in the square building and ask for forgiveness and think of yourselves only today and you'll be forgiven for the generations to come? Do you think over in Africa where that they didn't pray for this day to happen so that you could stand up and say no?
Unfortunately, every single treaty that has ever been signed with an Indian tribe has been violated. It was violated then and it continues to be violated. However, the treaty is still law. The treaty was signed.
Yeah.
The treaty was sealed with a sacred pipe. And so it becomes God's law, and it's binding upon all of us.
Polk County rancher Bruce Betcher, who couldn't be here today, said in an interview, "It is our inherited duty to protect the land and water. Will we be able to tell generations to come that we stood up and spoke out about the threat to our land and water? The answer is hell yes!"
When you travel anywhere in the four directions, symbolism exists everywhere, with every culture, every society. We have clans, we have tribes, we have all these different bands that exist throughout the world. It's just when the people who made their ways to the United States, they forgot this relationship. And so this Tibestala, that's how we call it, it's a pointy dwelling in which we live in. That's what it translates into. That's what we call Tibestala. And so on this, I was, the teepee isn't perfect, but nothing's perfect. This is how life is. And so I had over 60 people painting on this teepee of all different races, of all different nationalities. And so it was a wonderful experience. So I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to Washington, D.C. to take part in this.
We are with the First Nations people of Canada. We say, honor the treaties, honor our agreements, honor your word, keep your word. My mother always said to me, keep your word and clean up your mess, Neil. So this is what we want the government of Canada to do. Keep your word, don't let this happen. It's on First Nations land. They have the right to stop it. Let them speak. Don't pull over them like they weren't there, because they are there, and they will be held to pay.
Every generation, at every point throughout history, we are asked to stand. We are asked to do something great. We are asked to stand for justice, for peace, for the health and well-being and welfare of humanity. Today, what we've been doing this week represents the best of what America can be. It represents the best of what tribal nations can be.